Hello Millhouse family, I'm going to take you through this week's meal. This week we're going to be doing a pasta with artichoke hearts, some sun-dried tomatoes and olives, and then we're going to be doing a salad that's going to have arugula, some quinoa, some braised kidney beans, some roasted red peppers, and some feta cheese. Let's get started.
All right, we're going to get started with our salad. So we're going to add the arugula to the bowl. I'll use a glove again this week. You can just use your hands if you want. And then I'm going to set that feta aside. And then you have in the container, you've got the kidney beans, the quinoa, the red peppers. All that can just go right in. And then we've got our lemon dressing. It might separate a little bit, so you want to give it a little stir just so it's even when you distribute it. You don't end up with oil in one spot or vinegar in another. And give that a stir. Just make sure everything's mixed up nicely. Quinoa can be a little clumpy, so you just want to get that evenly distributed. And then we will add this to our bowl. The heavier stuff, the beans and things like that, have a tendency to settle, which is okay because it gives you stuff to put on top, which is nice. So that can go on top, and then your feta can just get crumbled. And salad is ready to go. We're going to get our pasta started. You have your cooked fettuccine. In here we've got olives, calamata, and some Castelvetrano. Those are the green olives. Then you have some artichoke hearts and some sun-dried tomatoes, a little bit of olive oil in there as well. And that will become the sauce. We'll go ahead and get this started. For our pasta, we've got a pan heating up. This is a 12-inch saute pan, so this will work for a portion of 4. You can use a smaller saute pan if you have a smaller portion size. I'm going to add this right into the pan. You'll hear it start to sizzle, which is good. And then I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of water into this container. It's going to help this heat evenly, and it will also buy us a little bit of time and have everything heat up together. We'll let that come up to a simmer for just a minute, and we'll come back. All right, our pasta's warming nicely, our sauce, our vegetables. There's also some parsley in there I forgot to mention. We're gonna give that just a little bit of a toss to mix it up. And then we're gonna add our pasta. We're going to want to add just a touch of salt. There's some salt in the artichokes and the olives, obviously. You're going to want just a little bit. And you can just give that a stir. If it starts to dry out, we can add just a touch more water. And that's just going to allow time for the pasta to warm up. So we'll let that go for just a minute and we'll come back to it. All right, our pasta's heating up nicely. You can tell, yeah, we're getting pretty warm, we're getting close. There's some chili flakes in the kit this week. I'm gonna add a few right now. If you don't like heat, you can certainly leave the chili flakes out, or you could just do fresh pepper. So the chili flakes are gonna add a nice touch. All right, that's heated up enough. We'll go ahead and transition and we'll get it plated. All right, now that our pasta is nice and warm, we will add it in. We can get a nice scoop with our tongs and give it a twist. And we can pour the rest over the top. And then you have, if there's extra chili flakes, if you want, you can add them. You can add the Parmesan now, or you can just have it at the table and let people put their own on. And you are ready to go with your pasta.